Hello Yu-Gi-Oh enthusiasts, and welcome to a new series I am doing. I'm calling Yu-Gi-Oh's Test. In this series, I'm going to be testing out Yu-Gi-Oh decks currently in the format, or Yu-Gi-Oh decks I really want to try out for fun. We're going to be doing this all on yugioh Omega. But before we begin, make sure to smash the like button to let me know you really are going to enjoy this series and want to see more of it. So anyways, we're going to be doing a best 2 out of 3 with one of the decks I built today. But first, let's discuss that deck. We are going to be playing Runick Stun. If you don't know, the Runick engine is a mill-based banished engine that a lot of people have been shoving with a lot of decks. It's well known for being in Sprite, a lot of other decks, but this is Runick Stun. I think I've seen a bunch of engines on Master Duel, but Runick Stun preferably is probably one of my more favorite ways to play the deck. So let's break down the deck here. This is probably almost fully common to everything you'll see for any Runick Stun deck. So first we have a 3 Mono Iowata. If you've never seen this, it cannot be special summoned. If it's monsters can activate its effects except spirits monsters. If it's normal summon or flip summon during the end phase, it is returned to your hands. We have 3 of this to, of course, stop monster effects. Is well known for True Draco back in the day. We have the 1 Terraforming, 1 Day of Peace, Triple Paw Duality, 3 Messenger of Peace. This is probably the lowest maintenance cost of any Yu-Gi-Oh card out there. I will not lie on that. Pay 100 life points. Any monster that's above 1500 cannot attack. So really nice. And then for the Runick engine, we have 3 Flashing Fire, which is destruction of all the runes have the same thing. You skip the battle, next battle phase, after you activate them, all the Runick cards also have the effect that they can special summon a Runick monster to the extra monster zone, or fusion, one of their fusion monsters, and they all have a different effect as well. Flashing Fire is destruction of special summon monsters and banishes the top 2 card. Freezing Curses banishes the top 3 cards, but turns off the effect of a monster. Destruction is on spell and trap removal, banishes 4 cards. You gotta have the 3 of the Fountain. The Fountain allows you to play all your Runick quick play spell cards out of your hand on your opponent's turn. So really nice to have a bunch of spell speed 2 cards in your hand. And then after you activate a Runick quick play spell, you could then shuffle that card as up to 3 Runick quick play spells, so then draw that many cards. No, it puts them on the bottom of your deck and then draw that many cards. But still really nice. 3 Runick Slumber to protect from destruction one of your Runick any monster, and then banish the top. Let's see, I believe it is the top 3. Runick Tip just gets you any Runick card and banishes the top card of your opponent's deck. 1 Smiting Storm to basically banish as many cards from the top of your opponent's deck up to the amount of cards on their side of the field. Golden Droplets is the opponent draws 1 that banishes top 4. And then Spelling is if they add a card to their hand, except during the draw step, you can discard a random card from their hand and then banish the top 2. And of course, since we're playing Stun, we got 3. There could only be 1. 3 Skill Drain, 2 Rivalry of the Warlords. So that's the main deck. For the extra deck, we got our 3 Hugin, protects from destruction by banishing yourself, and this can be in mid combo and mid chain as well. So it's very cool to do this, like if they chain onto destruction of your Runick Fountain, activating one of your Runick cards to bring out Hugin then safely protects that grouping of cards. And it's on any card destruction as well, not just Runick cards. She can also, when summoned, pitch a card out of your hand to grab a Runick Fountain. 3 Moomin, at the end of your turn, he gives you 1,000 life points. If something's targeted to be banished, he can banish to negate the effect to destroy the card. And he could get you Allure, Runick Allure, but we're not going to play that. That's a bad card. 3 Jerry. Jerry on summon can get you back a Runick Fountain from your graveyard, and then also on his destruction in the graveyard, he could then pop something on the field. So really nice to summon out, have him die, and then blow up something else on the field. Then we have Fariki of the Runick Fangs. When he is summoned from the extra deck, if he does battle with a card, banish top 2 of your opponent's top of your deck, and then neither player takes battle damage involving this guy, and then if he dies, you can add a quick play Runick spell card back to your hand. We have Donner, the dagger for hire. Probably very little time will ever really go into this. Beat Cop as well, and of course Dweller, because we do have a chance to get some 4s with some Jerry's, but most of the time an Awada. But there's very little time we'll actually be doing this. Most of the win con in Runick, if you haven't ever seen it, is to banish your opponent's deck and just stall out until they can't play the game. In our side, we have 3 Majesty's Fiend. Really nice to be going, when you're going second, you're going to be going first to the Majesty's Fiend, and then your opponent has to find a way to remove this. 3 Ghost Sister Spooky Dogwood. If we're playing in real life, this is great to go in time, because this gets you life points if your opponent special summons. Of course, you would chain on the activation of a special summon condition like Brand Infusion and the such. Lava Golem, because it's Lava Golem. I'm not mentioning that it works great under Messenger Piece, because the Lava Golem, if your opponent can out the Lava Golem, it's going to sit there and burn them for 1,000 while they can't attack on the Messenger Piece. 3 Evenly Match and 3 Dark Bribe. Alright, so that is the deck. Let's join a queue and see how well we can do here. Alright, so we're back at it. Let's see if this time we can get a 2 out of 3. Let's go with some scissors. Oh, we lost. Alright. Kind of sucks too, because this is a pretty good going first hand right here. Skill drain, and there can only be 1. Yeah, this deck is mostly for like going first, unless your opponent decides they want to set a singular card. Okay, or I wanted to draw all 3. Okay, that's the one card we actually have to worry about. While this face-up card is on the field, any card to the graveyard is banished instead. So that's the card I don't want to see. Okay, well that was annoying. Okay, that was the one card I actually didn't want to see. Harpy's Feather Duster. Wow. Ooh, dude, this one's not going my way. Well, there's a fountain, but that's not going to help. I need my destruction. So I'm going to have to just wait it out until I get destruction. Ugin would have been nice there. I've yet to know what this person's playing. I've seen a Feather Duster and an Ash Blossom. And now a set card. Alright, well, we're both going to draw 1, because I need to draw 1. Because I need to see an out macro. Now, this macro, of course, is back down to 3. Or he's just going to Ash this again. Holy crap. He's either... His hand was basically almost 2 Ash... I swear if the final set is an Ash Blossom, that'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. No, it's a ghost spell. Holy crap, this man just drew all the hand traps. Now he's got Sacred 7. So now he's going to draw 2. That's actually not too bad for this this deck. Now he's got the Battlegrounds again. He's still got to get rid of this Bell. So Ogre, if you join the monster special summon this guy. Oh, right, no, you can special summon. You can normal summon 1 dude. There can only be 1, sir. So, guess you can try to out it. If your opponent activates a trap card or effect, you control Kashari monsters, sure. I still need destruction. That's all I need, folks. I mean, heck, one day a piece would be really nice. Alright, well now, the Sovereign's out, which now means that we are absolutely not doing well. Okay. Yeah, there was no out to that. I totally forgot the side. I totally forgot the side. Alright. Alright. We may have forgotten the side, but the fact is this is not too bad of a hand. We're going to add a Runick card. See if this man has an Ash. Listen, sir, it's Ash it or don't. There's not like at the fountain. Trigger fountain. Let's go effect to special summon a Runick. We will go Hugin, but we won't trigger Hugin's effect. Then we'll activate to protect Hugin, forcing a few more cards at banish, and then we'll trigger. And then we'll probably be eating an Ash. There's an Ash. Man, who would have guessed that? I mean, he took some time to respond, so I knew it was in there. If you control monsters, in fact, during your main phase, you can add one Qatari monster. I'm gonna wait for him to trigger the effect. Flashing Curse him. Trigger Fountain again. We'll do those 3. Let's see, does he got another Ash? Nope. Alright, I will take my 3 draw. I see no reason to care. Marijuana. Draws another 2. He's gonna imperm. He's going after the fountain. Alright. My gosh, how many more of these dudes did he have? Alright, so now he can go make... Yeah, he's gonna make number 98 here. I mean, I'll be able to summon Messenger of Peace next turn. Oh, your opponent's extra deck. Yeah, there's my extra deck, son. Opponent's extra deck, banish 1 monster. So he banished a Moomin, and I just lost one of my things. Take 1 opponent. So I think, yeah, he just banished a card from my graveyard face down, which isn't fun. We'll get the skill drain. We will activate a Messenger of Peace, set a skill drain, and pass. We will now trigger skill drain. And now I wonder how the heck this guy's going to get... I mean, why go even into battle phase? I mean, there's no point of it. Yeah, I'll pay the 100 whole life points I have to pay, and I will end my turn. I mean, like, literally, where's my rush to do anything? Sure. Special summon a dude. Yeah, you can only summon level 7 without tributing. During your main phase, you can special summon one of your non-XYZ materials. Z materials. One of your non-XYZ Qatari monsters that was banished or in your graveyard. If your opponent activates a spell card or an effect. IP. My gosh, he's going to be able to hit under with IP. That's hilarious. Let's see, what's this one? You can target 3 cards your opponent. If your opponent activates a spell card or effect and you control a Kashira monster, you can target 3 cards your opponent in graveyard and banish them. Okay. I will pay my maintenance of 100 whole life points. And I will pass the turn. He now owns a monster, so he can't... I mean, all he can do is normal summon. Oh, of course. He's going to go after the Messenger of Peace. Not the Fountain? That's very interesting. He wouldn't go after... So now he's going to special summon a non-XYZ. It's kind of interesting to me where he's going. Now he's going to go to the battle phase. Trigger. We're going to summon Jerry. Oh, Jerry! Yeah, now he gets to banish 3 cards out of my graveyard, but I get to chain in response. Fountain. As chain link 2. Isn't this fun, kids? Yep. Trigger Jerry. Pop. Alright. It's not too bad. Alright. So, this is my one fear. Is that card right there. Okay, that's not destruction. About to chain the wrong card. Okay, destruction in my hand. Now, he's going to activate this, but I will then chain in response my destruction. Nothing else. Now I'm going to trigger Fountain and shuffle these two back. Shuffle those two back, draw two more. I'm going to set... Yes. Set that. And I will... set this. And I will end my turn. Nothing out and draw. Defissure, huh? That can only be one! Which means he can't summon any other psychic type monsters. He is now going to go to the Faith of the Battles. Iwata is now dead. He's now going to go to the end. I'm going to cycle two cards off of him here. And then cycle the Fountain for one. Okay, to draw freaking another Iwata. Ana Iwata. Alright. Summon Ana Iwata. Because I can. We're going to pop his back row. We are going to trigger Runick Slumber. Target. That leaves him with 4 cards left. We're going to cycle. I can't trigger. This is the one card I don't like because it has to banish exactly. You have to banish exactly the top cards to play any one of these Runick cards. So I can't even trigger this one unless I wanted to trigger it to summon a dude. I think it's protection. Is banish a top 3? Yes. Iwata can't trigger, so he's just going to sit there on the field because I kind of want him to do that. I mean, he's stuck to this. Yeah, he's going to go battle now. I'm now going to trigger to protect Iwata. That basically, I'll cycle the one card. Yeah. Okay. We are going now to change it up. So we know in fact we're going to be going second. There's no doubt about that. So we're going to throw in our evenly over. Probably there can only be one. That way we can banish a bunch of his stuff face down. This deck really doesn't do a lot. It does do a lot of special summoning, so if we can just gain a whole bunch of life points that he can never cut through, we'll do that. Question is, should we play Lava Golem? His entire deck is almost all wind, so this is actually not worth it. So we'll put in the 2 Lava Golem because most of his deck is all based around wind. No, psychics. Each player can only control one type of monster. Gozen is the attribute. Alright, here we go. This is actually not a bad hand. It's not great. Oh yeah, okay, so when this card is normal summon, you can remove from play one dude, and I guess his, yeah, okay, so he becomes that level. Unicorn. All right, so he didn't have the spell card that allows him to like normal summon. So this deck likes to go into a lot of level 7s. That's what this deck likes to do. Anti-spell. You gotta hate the fact. Oh, he just took a judgment to his face to stop that. Okay, so now that's quite annoying because now everything's got to be set. Lucky enough, these are all quick play spell cards. So I mean, and I can't activate the turn after setting them too, which is kind of annoying. Why the heck did he put that defense? Kind of concerned why he put that in defense. I mean, he still can't get another he can't get another. Well, you know, unless you summon an Ash Blossom. Let me guess. So you're gonna go tune for a 3. It's kind of annoying. It's more annoying because I know what he's tuning into. Ah, Baron. He still controls the monsters, so none of the other Fanairs can come out. None of the other Kashtari can come out. Okay, so he's going to go for the Baron Pop. He's going to go after the Fountain. Makes sense to me. Question is, does he have another Judge? Oh, nice, thanks. Alright, well, now this is going to be a problem because I really don't have much of a way to outs this. He's determining on whether or not he wants to trigger the effect. I'm going to trigger 1 Day of Peace. He's going to respond with that. I will, in response, negate. He's going to pay another freaking judgment. Alright, well, we know for a fact it's... Okay. You know what? I have to kill this. As much as I hate it, we'll set that. End the turn. Well, that's 2 of his judgments gone. We will, in response to Defissure, go for Spooky Dogwood. Yeah, he's forcing me that I don't have an out. All right, set tip. Go to end. Yeah, here comes Unicorn. He's gonna be able to add a spell to his hand, which is annoying. I will negate that. Problem is, though, he's got the game. He just played back row like heavy all over the place. I do not have an out to it. Oh, yeah, he got it. Yeah, he took it. Well, I do hope that showed off the nature of Runick Stun. A very strong deck, nonetheless, when it gets its setup pieces. If you see everything you need to deal and see with, congratulations, you'll do fine. But the problem is, as you saw, anti-spell fragrance really does hurt this deck. And a lot of back row does really hurt this deck. So, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are of this Runick Stun build. And anything else I should change or whatnot. I'm really enjoying Runick as an archetype. I may try other Runick builds in the future. But anyways, yes, don't worry. We will have plenty more decks to try out. Once again, this is a best 2 out of 3 to see if we can pilot this deck correctly. It's a one take, basically. So, do make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TC.